guys, my name's Alex and welcome to Let's Talk, where I talk about all things queer that have interested me in the past week. Let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is a couple things that have dropped recently on Netflix. We've got Glow Season 3, I believe, and Cable Girls Season 3 as well. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I always try and watch Glow. Like, every time it comes out, I try and get into it, but it never really grabs me. This season, I've kind of really gotten into it. Kind of. I think it's a slow show, but like, if you can, like, I guess, like, appreciate it for what it is, and I guess the message that it tries to send, that it gets really good, what I'm starting to learn. I also feel like I like the setting of Las Vegas, in this season of Glow. But yeah, so I think I've got one more episode to go of the new season of Glow. And it's got a queer storyline in it, FYI, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, one more episode, and then I'm jumping over to Cable Girls. I'm really, really excited to get into Cable Girls because I love Cable Girls. It's just, yeah, it's a good show. I don't know why I love it so much. Like, it just has got me, like, a lot, and I really love it. But it kind of has, like, all the elements that I'm not a huge fan of. So I watch it with, like, English dubbing, so I didn't have to read the subtitles, and, like, their lips being out of sync with what's being said it usually frustrates the hell out of me, but I can totally just, like, ignore the fact that it's dubbed in this show. I don't know why. I guess, like, their dubbing is just really, really good. Like, it's just, I don't know, it feels as seamless as possible. But also, I'm not usually a fan of, like, old period pieces, sort of. I mean, it's not really period, kind of, I don't know. But, like, I'm not a huge fan of older shows, if that makes sense. But again, I got really into Cable Girls. I also got into, like, Gentleman Jack, and that's, like, an old-timey show. I love that show. It's so good. But yeah, so I'm excited to get into and watch the new season of Cable Girls, and I'll let you guys know what I think of that once I get into it. But yeah, so Cable Girls and Glow is out on Netflix. The next thing that I want to talk about is Secret Bridesmaids Business. So, if you guys don't know what this show is, it's a new TV show. It's an Australian show, which might be why you might not know of it. But honestly, you should know of it if you're a fan of Katie McGrath, because she's in it, and oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, Secret Bridesmaids Business is going to be airing on Channel 7 here in Australia, so it's free-to-air TV station. And I'm excited that I'm going to be watching a show that Katie McGrath is in, before most of the people that watch this channel. Instead of having to wait for me to get access to it, I'm going to get to see it when it airs, as soon as it airs. I'm so excited. Now, we don't have a specific release date for this show yet. I've been seeing the date September 10th being floated around, but that's not an official date that's been announced yet. So it might come earlier, it might come later than that. Australian free-to-air TV is really, like, spaz, almost. Honestly, a lot of the times they don't even, like, release the official release date until, like, a week beforehand. You always see, like, trailers here in Australia where it's like they show off, like, a trailer for a new show, and then they're like, coming soon, and then it doesn't actually give you a date until, like, the week before. So yeah, it's airing soon-ish. But yeah, like I said, it's got Katie McGrath in it. She's gonna be playing a chick that's bi and in love with her best friend, who is potentially getting married. She's, like, the bride, and they're, like, the bridesmaids, I guess. But yeah, we get, like, a kiss scene in the trailer between Katie McGrath and the best friend, who is played by Georgina Hag. She was in, like, the Frozen season of Once Upon a Time. She played Elsa, I believe. She was also in something else that I really liked. Was it Fringe? Potentially. Anyway, so I like her. She's going to be kissing Katie McGrath at least once in this show, so I'm excited. And I'm talking about it because the trailer release, well, it's up on their Instagram. I, like, spazzed out trying to say Instagram then. I don't know what happened to my brain then. I'll have a link in the description to Instagram if you guys want to go check out that trailer. The next thing that I want to talk about is a Amazon original series, I think it is. I binged it this week because I've been sick this past week. And I've been home from work, so I managed to binge a lot of TV shows and catch up on a lot of stuff. And I binged The Boys. That's what it's called, The Boys. So the premise of this show is, like, it's like a superhero show, but it sort of shows a different light to superheroes. It sort of, like, shows superheroes that sort of, I guess, let the ego get to the head, you know, I don't know, they start getting a bit like power hungry, like this godlike, like not persona, but like, what's the word? Complex? Is that the right word? But some of them are a lot worse off than others. Yeah, some are just, oh man, they should not have superpowers because they're like psychotic, like legitimately. Ugh. But I do have to say, I really liked the show as a whole. I really, really liked it. It's not for everyone. I will say this like straight off the bat. It's not going to be for everyone. Definitely check out trigger warnings for it before you get into it. If you, I don't know, I'm not great with intense stuff, with gory stuff, with things that surround like sexual assault and rape and stuff like that. It's a really full-on show. It's not to be taken lightly at all, but I really enjoyed it. I really, like, yeah, it was so messed up, but I just couldn't stop watching it, you know? As a side note, it also has like a small queer storyline. It's really, really small. I believe it has been confirmed for a season 2, so hopefully we get more from that storyline in season 2. But the queer storyline bases around Queen Maeve, who from the trailer, I was like, oh, I love her. She looks like Wonder Woman. I was like, oh, love her. Here for her. And she's got this queer storyline. But like I said, very, very small. There's not a whole lot around it at the minute, but it's there. And I love her. She's got her own issues. She's definitely got her own issues. But she's not as bad as some of the other superheroes. Definitely not as bad as some of the other superheroes. So I'm here for her. And I'm hoping, like I said, for a sort of bigger storyline from her and her queer storyline in season 2. But yeah, definitely check it out. Go check out the trailer. I have a link in the trailer to the description. That was a sentence that didn't... What is wrong with my head right now? I'll have a link to the trailer in the description. But yeah, like I said, if you're... Yeah, check out trigger warnings if you're not great with intense shit, I guess. Next thing that I want to talk about is Euphoria. Season finale aired last week. And it's got me good. Honestly, I feel like I wasn't like fully obsessed with Euphoria. Like when it first, well, I was obsessed, but I wasn't like attached, if that makes sense. Like I was sort of obsessed, but wasn't attached to the characters or anything like that. And I think it's because I was keeping myself detached because I knew I could feel there was so much potential for me to get attached to Rue and Jules' storyline. And I was like, I gotta keep my distance until I know it's actually happening and they're not just queerbaiting me, right? But since the season finale has aired, I feel like I'm getting more and more attached and obsessed. Like the more I think about it. And it's bad because the show's over and I can't feed this obsession, but... Oh man, that last episode, it got me good. Obviously, I'm a huge Jules and Rue shipper, but I like how sort of like messy their relationship is, to be honest. It makes it interesting, and I'm here for the drama. It definitely makes it interesting, and oh. So, I mean, we have been confirmed for a season 2. I'm very curious to see where Jules and Rue's storyline picks up going into season 2, because... I guess I don't know if this was the season finale was a breaking point potentially between the two, because they were almost together, almost ran away together, right? But then Rue was like, I can't, and I think it's because she didn't want to hurt her family again, you know, like she started to get her shit back together, but then like she doesn't want to hurt her family again like she did when she OD'd. She doesn't want to just like run away from them now. But on the flip side, she's like in love with Jules. So she's like broken and I'm broken. I'm curious to see Jules' reaction to it all, you know? I wonder if she was like, okay, fair, Rue has just got a family back. She doesn't want to leave her family. Or if she's going to be like, really mad about it. I don't know. I'm nervous and excited, and I'm very curious to see what season 2 brings. Also, as a side note, I like Jules and Rue rules OTP. Like they are my like main couple. Ship them like nothing else. But I also really low key I also low-key ship Rue and Lexi. Honestly, I'm kind of here for them. But just low-key. But I'd love to know your thoughts on the season finale. Yeah, what'd you think? And next up, I just got my quick thoughts on Orange is the New Black because, again, I was able to finish it. And it gave me all the feels. Like, the last episode, like, and even the credit scenes, like, the credit sort of, like, featurette things that we saw, oh, broke my heart. I was like, God damn, this show. It's been in my life for, like, what, 6 years? And now it's gone? Oh, man. I feel like I need to do like a rewatch. I want more from it as well, you know? Like when we got to see a glimpse of like the other prison, I was like, oh man, I miss these characters. Can we get like a spin-off season of these characters, you know? Oh, I don't know. Like, it's such a good show and I can't believe it's over. I kind of also, like as a side note, low key again, I kind of shipped, who is it? It's Alex, right? And the guard, is her name McLeod? Something like that. The blonde chick, the blonde guard. I kind of low-key shipped them. I was kind of here for them, to be honest. But whatever, it's fine. Alex and Piper, OTP, but like low-key. But yeah, again, I'd love to know your thoughts on the final season of Orange is the New Black. What'd you think? Did you guys cry a little bit at the end? But I think that's about it from me for Les Talk this week. Yeah, if you guys want to check out my neighbors reaction videos that I'm doing currently, they're up on my Patreon, which is linked in the description. And I want to give a big shout out to my Patreon sponsors. We got Marissa, Corey, and Kathy. You guys are incredible and help me do what I do. I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.